What have you seen from their offense in terms of, obviously this is a little bit different of a USC offense than you guys have played in the past?
They spread it out to get tempo going, but at the end of the day, they're still SC and they still have a ton of great athletes and they like to spread the field and get the running backs running the ball.
Did you watch the ASU Oregon State game?
No, I didn't.
Come on.
Nope.
When you heard what had happened and the outcome, what was your first reaction?
I was excited, but I'm excited for this week and then playing SC. So nothing could be more exciting than that.
Nothing, even being able to control your own destiny in the Pac-12?
We always control our destiny, and that's each day of preparation out here in this football field. So I'm excited to play SC. Can't wait to do it.
You're good. You should run for president.
Do you feel like this rivalry has developed since you first got on campus, especially with both teams becoming more competitive with each other?
For me, it's been the same. I've always had this rivalry in my heart since I was a kid. So I've always took the same approach to it. But I definitely feel like the stakes have risen a little bit, maybe. But like I said, we got to play our game and come out ready to practice.
How far has this defense come since the attack season, and what has happened to make it play like it should?
I definitely feel like we found ourselves, and we know what we have to do. We know what we're expected to do. We know what we're capable of, and it's just about bringing that mindset every day to practice. Like I said, and just controlling ourselves, controlling in-house kind of stuff, penalties, things like that.
What have you seen from Cody Kessler on film in terms of his development last year to this year?
He's a good passer. He puts the ball on the money, and he gets it to his playmakers. Like I said, he's a great player, and I'm excited for this challenge.
How important is it to disrupt him, given when he sits back there and has time, he seems to be able to find open receivers?
Oh yeah, and our pass rush is crucial this week, and getting a little bit of pressure on him, making him as uncomfortable as possible. So that's crucial to the pass game.
This deep into the season, how much have you learned about your team? What have you learned about your team so far?
We're resilient. We don't give in for anybody at any time. So even when we're down, we play with our hearts and we play with a lot of emotion.
Talk about Buck Allen, what he brings to the table.
Last year he broke 2 of my tackles, and I take that very very seriously because I don't like to get tackles broken. But he's a great running back, and he runs hard and he runs with his legs, and that's always hard when you're trying to tackle him.
Do you keep track of that with a lot of running backs?
No, I just remember those 2 vividly because it was an open field and it was kind of just a one-on-one situation. And hats off to him, he made a great play.
In an atmosphere like we have in college football now, where every week set a little margin for error, every game is so important. How do you get that resilience? Because when you do lose a game, it seems like a lot of people feel like the world's coming in because it might take you out of where you want to go. Where does that come from?
It comes from our camp in San Bernardino and the off season we worked on. Just how hard we worked and how much time we put into this team and this program, and we got to just really take that personally and really know that we worked for this and come out here with that mindset that we are a good team and we need to keeping on.
Okay, you guys were front runners at the beginning of the season. If you find yourself in that same predicament again, you're going to handle it differently?
No, I still believe we're the underdogs and everyone's out to get us, but at the end of the day, we got to just handle our business and just eliminate penalties and things like that to be successful.
So lead up to this USC UCLA game feel a little bit different for you, just being your last one?
I would say it's very special because it's my last one, but at the same time, every game is very important, especially these last 2, and I'm going to do my part to prepare for it, just like every other game.
You guys have had some issues in terms of gap discipline, that sort of thing, getting a little bit too jacked up, I guess, when you're playing defense. In a game like this, when there is a lot of emotion, how do you keep those in check, especially leading up to the game even?
We got to understand that what they have on the other side of the ball, and then if we don't pay attention to our keys and our gaps, then they can exploit us. So we want to eliminate that as soon as possible.
Cool. Thanks, Eric.
Thanks.